What is going on, everybody? Danny back here for another reaction video, another video for you guys here on Danny Against PW. I appreciate you guys so much checking out the channel, checking out the content. If you guys have not, make sure you guys leave a like on the video, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. Definitely helps out an algorithm and it helps spread my content out so I can get more people to check out this content and hear my knowledge when it comes to this wacky ass sport that we love called pro wrestling. So I appreciate you guys, man. Today we're gonna be checking out another video about WrestleMania. WWE wrestlers with zero aura, and aura means people that may be big on online, but they don't necessarily get the crowd reaction that everybody's hoping for. You know, they don't have that star potential or whatever. I find it absolutely hilarious that Solo Sikoa is on the thumbnail of this video because he's now operating as the leader of the Bloodline on SmackDown. At least until Roman comes back, which I think is going to be happening at SummerSlam. So, as I said, leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's check this out, man. WWE wrestlers with zero aura.
WWE wrestlers with zero aura. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos.
Subscribe.
And follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Number 10, Santos Escobar. When Santos Escobar was first called up to the main roster, there was a ton of excitement amongst fans. Escobar was fantastic in the ring and there was a firm expectation that the main roster audience would gravitate towards him. Unfortunately, that really hasn't been the case. Escobar's run hasn't been abysmal, but the crowd just isn't connecting with him. WWE have tried to get Escobar over, and this has included faction run.
Bro, Escobar was over at the beginning of LWO when he was a leader of Legado del Fantasma in NXT, as well as when they got called up to the main roster or whatever. But I just feel like the LWO storyline is just, I feel like it went on a little bit too long. And there was really no real payoff to it. Carlito left, Escobar left. It is, reformed Legado del Fantasma with Humberto and Garza. I mean, but I just feel like the LWO storyline didn't really help because it just went on way too long, and it's still going on. I don't sense that they're going to be paying this story with a great ending because it just, there's really nothing interesting about it. So I don't feel like the LWO storyline really helped Escobar's chances on the main roster. But there's people that love it, there's people that hate it. There's, obviously the LWO is making WWE hella money, or else they would have been, they would have cut loose.
Runs in the LWO and even a feud with the legendary Rey Mysterio. Escobar lacks character and direction, and this was on full display when WWE aired SmackDown in Scotland. Every wrestler on the show received a great reaction, but that was the exception of Escobar, as the fans couldn't care less. WWE needs to go back to the drawing board when it comes to Escobar and work out a way to make him connect with the crowd.
Carlito didn't get really that big reaction until he joined Judgment Day. I don't even know if he legitimately is a member.
WWE had every reason in the world
Carlito,
to bring back Carlito in 2023. Fans have been crying out for a final WWE run for the former Intercontinental Champion.
But he looks so weird without a mustache.
At the 2023 Backlash event was justification for the WWE to offer him another run. It's been clear based on his booking that WWE have had zero idea what to do with him. Carlito was just lingering around other members of the LWO as a babyface, and when he turned on Rey Mysterio,
bro, the LWO has gone on way too fucking long, man.
Carlito
and there's nobody that'll be able to tell me otherwise.
In his current storyline on Raw, where he's pretending to be a member of the Judgment Day, seems to be like a cheap carbon copy of the R-Truth storyline.
But I feel like, is he part of the Judgment Day?
Carlito's in-ring work on social media. Whilst this
I feel like Judgment Day is just using him.
Been up to
par. But I mean, he also seems to be getting along with Finn, JD, Dom.
In extended matches. Number 8, JD McDonough. The Judgment Day has been a major success for WWE.
Bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says,
the second version of the stable featuring Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest took
I love how
JD McDonough to the next level. And nobody could have ever predicted that this stable would get over to the degree that they have. Unfortunately, not everything about the stable has worked. As honorary member, JD McDonough just doesn't cut it. JD has talent and he can certainly wrestle, but the crowd just isn't invested in him like they are with other members of the faction. This isn't necessarily JD's fault, as his character work and in-ring work has been at the level needed to get over, but something is missing, and it's the element of uniqueness. JD has nothing about him that makes him stand out against other members of the roster. When the Judgment Day inevitably breaks up, it'll be interesting to see how JD is presented.
I feel like JD McDonough, right, when he got called up to the main roster, everybody was like, all right, this is the time that they need to pair JD up with Judgment Day because of Finn. Everybody knows the history that JD has with Finn Balor. Finn Balor started training JD when JD was like 15 or 16 years old in Ireland or whatever. They have a long-standing history and relationship. I hope they dive into that more, because I don't feel like a lot of they don't really explore. You know what I mean? Like, if you're online, if you're part of the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, like, because there's pictures circulating online or whatever. But think about how many people that go to the weekly WWE shows that don't give a fuck what happens online. They don't follow WWE on social media. They don't give a fuck. It's a Monday. They have spare money. They have nothing to fucking do. They don't have to work on Tuesday for whatever reason. Hey, this pro wrestling company's in town. They're a big deal. Let's go fucking see a show. That's what WWE audiences are about. So I feel like if you want to get JD over with the audience, like the casuals, which is what WWE, tries to please, I feel like you need to explore the history between him and Finn. That way people can get invested in what him and Finn are doing, especially now that they're tag team champions.
And it would be in WWE's best interest if they offer a slight repackage to JD with the aim of getting him over with the other main roster audience. Number 7, Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross,
From the moment
another
WWE
guy, bro.
brought back Karrion Kross in 2022, it was made clear that Kross was someone the fans were to take seriously. Kross would instantly be presented as main event talent, and his re-debut saw him gate crash a segment between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. A subsequent feud between Kross and McIntyre completely flopped.
I remember, all right, and I talked to some people after Kross debuted or whatever. Everybody was like, bro, Karrion Kross, he returned as a fucking monster, and he's going after Roman. And this was at the height of Roman's title reign. Everybody was like, he's either going after Drew or going after Roman. And guess what? He had that one angle to where he returned, took out Drew McIntyre. I think they had one match at a Saudi Arabia show. And then they never followed through with anything else that was a part of his debut or return. He never had an interaction with Roman. He never had, after that one match that he had with Drew McIntyre, they never followed through with it. I don't know what to say, man. There's just something that Karrion Kross needs. And I met him and Scarlett, the nicest people on the fucking planet. If you ever get an opportunity to see them, to meet them, whatever it may be, do it, because they give 100% to their fans and to the people that support them. But as far as his character on television, he needs to get away from this stupid ass storyline with the New Day, and he needs to be taken more serious. This dude needs to be a fucking killer. He needs to go back to Killer Kross. He needs to get rid of Karrion. What needs to happen? He needs to become Killer Kross, the same Kross that he is on the Indies. He needs to go in and destroy motherfuckers. That's what needs to happen. I just don't know if they can get away with Killer Kross on national television. Maybe when WWE goes to Netflix.
As the matches were incredibly lackluster, yet this didn't stop WWE from giving up their plans to make Kross a major player. Over the 2 past years, Kross has feuded with elite names including the aforementioned McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio, and AJ Styles. Each of these names is a former world champion, yet none of these have resulted in Kross fully connecting with the crowd. WWE have even given Kross his own faction known as the Final Testament, where the stable features Kross, AOP, and Paul Ellering, yet fans couldn't care less.
I was so excited when Final Testament showed up.
Their entrance was met with total silence, which was saying something, as the French crowd was labeled as one of the hottest crowds in WWE history. It's hard to determine how to fix Kross, as WWE have given him endless pushes, and every single one of them has been unsuccessful. Number 6, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. WWE have struggled with booking Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson since their return.
Ironically enough, they're booked for a tag team match. This for Tuesday.
To giving them any actual tag team feud that has anything meaningful.
I was excited when these guys came back too.
Was giving them a run in NXT, as well as repairing them with AJ Styles. The issue with repairing them with AJ Styles is that WWE have done this endless number of times over the years, and the reunion just doesn't hit as strong as it should. The two struggle to get a reaction from the crowd, and a major contributing factor to this non-reaction is a lack of character.
Sam Roberts
the two
with hair.
have zero
That's
character outside of being friends with AJ and have prior successful runs in other promotions. This isn't enough for a WWE audience, and the two could be doing so much more if the WWE just invested some creative effort into their booking.
I don't know what WWE should do with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, man.
Jey Uso has become a household name since his dissolvement of the original Bloodline. Jey has finally been accepted as a top guy, and this confirmed every time Jey makes an entrance on TV, as the crowd comes alive. Jey has also been a legitimate draw, as he's often been one of WWE's top merchandise sellers, and he's even the face of certain marketing campaigns, such as a 2024 Money in the Bank PLE. The same can't be said for his brother Jimmy, as over the past year, Jimmy's heel character has been a complete misfire. Jimmy turned on Jay at SummerSlam 2023, and his character motivations were so insanely weak that the fans instantly switched off from anything he did.
So Jimmy turned on his brother at SummerSlam last year. This year, he's going to be turning back babyface, along with Paul Heyman, Roman. Bro, man, Triple H is cooking, bro.
In the subsequent months, Jimmy just lingered around, and WWE completely stripped away any credence his character had. The eventual payoff to the Uso vs. Uso feud was heavily panned, and now WWE
that match wasn't
for an Usos reunion and a Jimmy
the build was the same for this match, but the match did not live up to the hype.
Jimmy has been in an awkward, lifeless place since his 2023 heel turn, and WWE need to fix it before it's too late. Number 4, The Pride. The three members of The Pride, those being Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and
Bobby Lashley's out with an injury, apparently.
Talented names on the
I'm
roster.
hearing from everybody.
And Lashley is a singles act, and when the Street Profits are a tag team, they're incredibly
knows,
over with the audience.
let me know in the comments
section. Since the trio grouped up, it's just not been clicking. The trio get a positive reaction, yet the aura of the three respective names has drastically been hindered since they formed. WWE wanted the trio to be the top heels on SmackDown, yet this failed, as the crowd didn't want to boo an established name such as Lashley. Their run as a babyface trio has lacked any meaning or substance, and their feud with the Final Testament went on for what seemed like a lifetime, and nobody came out of the feud in a better position when they started.
100% Montez Ford is going to be world champion at some point.
Was likely designed 100%. Yet this has done absolutely nothing for the group. B-Fab has very little character, and it's never been fully explained why B-Fab is even linked to the group. It would benefit everyone if the WWE either went in a completely different direction with the faction or decided to break them up. Lashley,
she got taken away from Hit Row, got taken away from
into the tag title
Adonis.
Duo, or they can go their separate ways and carve out their own careers.
And now she's just randomly started pairing up with fucking Bobby Lashley.
And when Shayna Baszler lost to Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 36,
fucking weird, man. We need an explanation
for the former NXT Women's Champion. Baszler over the past 4 years has been mainly
she was a killer in NXT.
She's had an endless array of partners.
Hasn't done shit since she got called up, man. Had one of the worst SummerSlam matches I feel like with Ronda Rousey.
Had a defined aura, and she was presented as this unbeatable titan. This hasn't been the case on the main roster, as she rarely wins matches, and if she does win a match, it never leads anywhere significant.
And her and Zoe Stark,
the crowd completely lost interest in investing Baszler, as she's a name that barely receives a pop when she appears.
Every time I see him on TV, I just automatically assume they're going to lose, and that's
presented and received during her initial NXT run. Number 2, Shinsuke Nakamura. Between 2017 to 2018,
ever since the feud with
Nakamura
Rollins,
was
he
a
hasn't
name in
done
which
shit.
WWE were presenting as a total megastar. Nakamura had a strong initial debut on the main roster and even won the 2018 Royal Rumble. When Nakamura turned heel following his loss to AJ Styles at WrestleMania 34, this is when the aura of Nakamura began to fade. Nakamura lost major title match after major title match, and this trend has continued throughout Nakamura's journey on the WWE main roster. Nakamura's latest world title push came in 2023 when Nakamura feuded with Seth Rollins. Whilst Nakamura's work was passable, it was a foregone conclusion that Nakamura wasn't winning the world title. In 2024, Nakamura has only won one singles match, which is a shocking statistic. WWE are in a difficult position with him, as his booking has been so flat and lifeless over the past couple of years that even if he is sensed in the main event picture once again, not a single fan is going to be convinced that WWE will go all the way with him. It's a sad state of affairs when it comes to the king of strong style. And number 1, Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa is
been
number
given
1.
the keys to the kingdom in WWE over the past 12 months.
Huge when he
Sikoa was given
fucking
the win of a
debuted
lifetime when he
Clash of the
defeated John
Castle.
Cena at the 2023 Crown Jewel, and now he's rumored to be getting set for a WWE title showdown with Cody Rhodes. Although Sikoa's booking has been strong when it comes to his promo and character work, the same can't be said for his win-loss record. Following his historic win over Cena in 2023, Sikoa went on...
That's 100% true, man. This dude's supposed to be the tribal chief. Kicked out Jimmy out of the bloodline because Jimmy lost the match or whatever. For totally fucking forgetting that Solo Sikoa has lost like fucking 30 matches in a row, and somehow he's leading the charge. So as much as I like Solo and I sort of like the direction that this bloodline story is taking, it's kind of a head scratcher.
An extended losing streak as he went for months on end without winning a single match. This was completely baffling and a complete waste of a victory over one of the WWE's biggest names. Sikoa's push has received vast criticism as somebody that Sikoa isn't ready for the big time. This criticism does have some merit, and Sikoa only recently has struggled to receive a noteworthy reaction from the crowd. It also hasn't helped that other members of the Bloodline 2.0 have overshadowed him, and with the insanely talented Jacob Fatu debuting on the main roster, this is only likely to get worse for the son of Rikishi. But there you have it, folks. 10 WWE wrestlers with zero aura.
10 WWE wrestlers with zero aura, man. I mean, I don't necessarily know if I would say that about Solo Sikoa, though. Because even though Solo Sikoa has no aura, or didn't at one point, I mean, he's still in one of the most interesting storylines now in WWE. And he's the one sort of leading the charge because Roman's not there, Jimmy's not there. We have a new cast of characters, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman. They just fucking brutalized him. So, you know, I do believe he returns when Roman returns. So, I mean, it's interesting, bro. It's interesting. I want all these guys and women to succeed, but not everybody's going to. And some of the ones that I think should have succeeded are just fucking head scratchers as to why. And I can't quite put my finger on it as to why. People just aren't really invested, man. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, man. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button with the notification button on. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.